Make sure you listen to my daddy's podcast right now. Is it best show in the world?
And this is the Cards Face Up podcast, episode number 38. Over here, we like to do a moment in time. You know, we like to create that moment in time and allow me to build with y'all for a second. I remember it like it was yesterday. The year was 2003. I was in like my last year of high school. And JAYZ dropped the Black album. Now, this album played a big part in rap music history because it was promoted as JAYZ's last album at that time. You feel me? Mr. Sean Carter was hanging the jersey up. He was retiring. So I think the world was paying a little bit more attention to every word that he was saying on here versus all of the other albums. You feel me? Especially on the song titled July 4th, because it was one of those songs that was personal. And at that time, we ain't really get a lot of in-depth to JAYZ's life. You feel me? And that song just seemed like it was a goodbye song. It was personal. It was about his real life. And he went on to mention his dad. His mom was even on the song. She was doing like little poems and snippets in between. And he was getting real personal about his past. So you knew it was just a lot of truth in that. And then he said, then DeHaven introduced me to the game. Spanish Jose introduced me to Kane. I'm a hustler now. And the gear is in, and I'm in the in crowd. And all the wavy light-skinned girls is loving me now. So when JAYZ did that, you feel me? Niggas wanted to know who the fuck these people was that he was naming. You feel me? Spanish Jose, DeHaven, you feel me? And one thing about history is you can't change it. So that story meant something to me, and we wanted to know what that was. So this week's guest is a prime example of that phrase I just now said. You cannot change history, and some people is just going to make sure their story is out there so that everybody knows that part of the story. So without further ado, all this talking shit I'm doing, without further ado, we have Mr. DeHaven Irby. What up, brother?
Hey, yo, that intro, my nigga. Yo,
look.
Yo, that intro, bro, definitely, that's federal.
Man, look, I try to, over here, man, first I want to say thank you for coming on, brother. That means a lot to me. That intro is real life shit. You feel me? You remember back in the day, nigga used to get the credits on the tape and look inside of them, try to figure out a nigga whole life and shit. You feel me? So that song, when niggas start saying names, you wanted to know who the fuck these people was. You feel me? Exactly who they was. And oh man, we gonna get into it today. So a lot of people might not know exactly who DeHaven is, or your connection to JAYZ, trying to figure out why you even here and what's your connection, you feel me? So I want to start back at the beginning. How are you and JAYZ connected? Is y'all just like two niggas that knew each other, drunk a couple beers together, smoked a couple blunts together, just passed, you know, what's y'all relationship, brother? Tell me.
Yo, brothers, you know what I'm saying? We was brothers. And if you don't know who I am, it's actually probably a 25-year-old and under crowd, at least. Otherwise, most people that followed him, that followed the music, they know who I am now. My name been mentioned enough. But those who don't know, I am DeHaven. We was like brothers, 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So those younger generation that see Marcy made now or see any pictures, you know what I'm saying? We come from 4th grade, the sandbox. You know what I mean? And 30 years after that. So yeah, I've been around, man. I'm one of the silent ones. I'm mentioned in record, but you know, like you said, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna break it down for them.
We're gonna hit a couple
they're gonna know who DeHaven is, but we gotta make sure they understand that and see Marcy made. But they're gonna understand.
That's my goal. I want you to plug Marcy Made one more time because that's important. Even though they're going to get a lot of info here, they still need to go watch Marcy Made. Plug that for them real quick.
Yo, definitely. Let me explain something right now. If they watching the business right now, they watching everything going on right now, and the people that don't agree with a lot of shit that Jay doing, and they say, you know, he do a lot of blackballing on this and that and the third. If you seen Marcy Made, this shouldn't be surprising to you. You know what I'm saying? If you see Marcy Made, nothing that this man do that people say that they do to him should be, you know, it should make sense. You know what I'm saying? If he'd do it to me, and when you see Marcy Made, you'll be like, man, that nigga do it to anybody. He not to be trusted.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And that's what you're going to get from Marcy Made. But it's a lot more to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we get into it. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, nothing is surprising that he's doing. Everybody that's going, you get what I'm saying? It ain't
yeah, we gonna touch that. We definitely gonna touch that. Yeah. So, all right, give us some backstory of what was it like growing up. You said 4th grade. What was the JAYZ that we never got to see? You feel me? The Sean that we never got to see? Because I'm guessing, what was it?
It's what you didn't get to see.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You didn't get to see the banging on the table, late nights and shit. But that's the next project. You feel me? That's the next series. That's the Marcy Made series. But yeah, what you didn't see us banging on the tables, you really didn't see the grind. You heard it just by listening to, Reasonable Doubt. You heard the grind. You know what I'm saying? But 4th grade growing up, man, we kids and shit. We doing what kids do in that year. You know what I'm saying? School, Skelly, we being kids. You know what I'm saying? Neighbors, bro. But what it was like,
neighbors.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking out my door into his door. He walking in my door. I could go in the refrigerator, Any kid, any inner city person that know what we talking about when I say that. When you say you neighbors in the projects, man, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So growing up, man, it was good being a kid, bro. It really was. You know what I'm saying? It's a different time. It ain't the same time as here. So we had a lot of good times. You talking about 5th grade, 6th grade. Yeah, we played like that. We played like every other kid. But me, I jumped out early. That's all. I just had a passion for money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now that's when. What age did the street shit? What age did you say the street shit came into play for you? You feel me?
The street shit came in early, man. Early 11, 12, bro. When you say street shit, I'm talking. I'm cleaning up the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Every Saturday, I'm running errands to the cleaners. I'm going to the store for the old folks. I'm going to the supermarket and shit, pack bags. You know what I'm saying? I had that in me since I was 11. I got the paper route. I got a newspaper route that's making drug money. You know what I'm saying? So it started out then. So about time some work fell in my hand, you know what I'm saying? I already was who I was, the hustler type of nigga that I was. I've been around, I ain't gonna front, man. I had some decent OGs, man, that really trained me. You know what I'm saying? With respect and loyalty, and all of good rules that I carried on and that got me through, even since I was a kid, you know what I mean? When I was doing this, when I'm telling you all about this hustle, I either had Jay with me, putting them on, you know what I'm saying? This is a hustle. We're gonna make money every Saturday. We're gonna do this. I wasn't into I wasn't attracted to nothing else.
Just the
you know
money.
what I'm saying? My mom's dated hustlers, you feel me? And I watched everything. You know what I'm saying? And by me watching, like I said, once some product fell in my hand, bro, I knew how to hustle it, but I didn't, just starting, we'd get to that. When it fell in my hands, it was still more to it than I seen, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It was more that I had to find out. But as far as hustling, man, I always had that shit in me, man. I was buying my own school clothes. My mom's ain't buying me, like, we wasn't poor, but my mom's just stopped. She ain't had to buy me nothing after 13. Okay. I was buying my own Atari. For those guys my age, right? I bought my own Atari. And niggas' parents could not afford an Atari back then, that video game. That shit like the 7 now, whatever, the PlayStation 7 now, whatever. You feel me?
Like a motherfucker.
I bought my own shit, right? And 3 days later, man, I had that game, son, my mom's went in the room, that shit was gone. My mom was like, where the game? I gave that shit to Jay. She's like, why you spend all that money? Because that shit ain't make me no money. You feel what I'm saying? I never had an interest in anything but making money. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So you jumped off the You jumped off the porch early, you feel me, just on trying to survive things and stuff that some of us all do. And I love the way that you just now put it as the street shit been started, even when you was doing legal shit, that's still street shit because it's hustling. So now let's talk about some of the illegal shit. When did that really jump off as far as, we got a little bit of product and we moving, DeHaven. This ain't even mentioning JAYZ yet. This is DeHaven. DeHaven done jumped off the porch, got a little bit of product, you feel me? He's making a couple moves with himself inside Brooklyn and Marcy, you feel me? When did that start?
Yo, that actually started, man, when I went to a talent show with Jay, some showcase shit. And I met this young girl and shit at this showcase. And she wasn't young, she was much older than me. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, she was much older than me, but I always met girls older than me. Anyway, she used to come down to Marcy and shit, drive and shit. And that shit was a big thing for a nigga like my age to have a girl come down in the car and shit to pick him up. You feel me? So she used to come in all kinds of cars and shit, right? And I used to be like, damn, she used to be like, my father's a hustler, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was from Queens. I was like, damn, and one day she came in a Lincoln Town car, right? And I started knocking her down, was knocking her down in the back seat. And my arm slipped down in the seat. And when it slipped down, I felt the package and shit, I just felt the package. I pulled that shit out. She was a bag of powder. You feel me, right? She ain't see it, but I seen it, right? So I picked that, pocketed that shit, knocked her down, and hurried up back to the crib. Like I kind of knew what that shit was off the top. Nobody stashing no bullshit back there, right? So I got that, took it upstairs. I looked at this shit. I showed my moms. My mom was like, where the fuck you get all that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I found it. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom I found it. She tried to take it. But honestly, though, I took that. That was my first package. Now, this is where I say I ain't know shit. I seen niggas sell. I seen this. I seen how they foil it back in the days, put a little this. Son, I ain't gonna front. I gave that shit away. I was selling $50 worth of shit for 20, just to get, that shit was all profit.
It was all profit.
Yeah, all profit. Me and Jay, word of mother, me and Jay selling, making fucking, going shopping every other day, this and that. But meanwhile, while I did that though, I had got a clientele off of that shit. Right? So when I got a clientele off of that shit, and I go to the store one day, and when I'm creeping to the store one day, in the bodega, my man Spanish Jose come in the game. They had Spanish Jose had a little, his people's own this bodega in the spot, and he watched me grow up and all that. But he pulled me to the side and said, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing about you. Like, yeah, I'm hearing about you. He was like, yo, when you gonna fuck with me? And I was like, okay. I'm already out. I ain't telling him I don't know what's going on no more and shit. And I'm like, oh, this shit came right on time now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't know nothing about weight, nothing now. Trust me. Right? So he like, yo. So, he like, yo, fuck with me. And I ain't going front. When I fuck with him, I never look back.
So y'all wasn't, this DeHaven, what year is this like? Like what is this like, 87?
This is 86 and 87, man. 86.
So y'all wasn't even rocking it up yet. This is straight powder.
Nah, this is straight powder, my nigga. This is straight fish scale, my nigga. Like, and it's already, he got it already packaged, this, that. So that shit just created a monster for me.
Okay, so the Spanish Jose, that's why I said it was so important back then to know them names, to hear them names and want to feel like this shit is an honor to know that you could talk to niggas from them names, you feel me? Because those stories is true. So the Spanish Jose was actually your connect on that shit. You feel me? You brought Spanish Jose into the picture. Okay, I got it. This shit is all about backstory. So today we're going to touch a lot of little bars and shit Jay was talking, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of it. So, he said, so at this time, y'all start running for Spanish Jose. I'm guessing you put Hove on, you feel me, Jay on.
Hey, hold on. You saved something part two, Nick.
Look, so right, y'all had
Yo,
Spanish
you can
Jose
run a
putting
series, man. You can run a series with this. I got a 25-year history, man. You can run a series with this story, man.
Facts.
But come on.
Facts. But it's so much, there's no way for us to get through it all. So we
That's
just
what I'm
gonna run
trying
through
to
that
tell
shit.
you.
So look, Spanish Jose putting y'all on. Y'all at this time, y'all running through Brooklyn. I'm guessing you put your man on. Jay being your little nigga, you feel me? You put him on. Y'all running through Brooklyn. Now, right? This is the shit that I heard in another song, you feel me, that I heard was strictly about you. And it said, hospital days reflecting when my man laid up on the Uptown Hot Block. He got his spot sprayed up or his side sprayed up. My fault. What was that story? Tell us what that story was, because I heard that was about you.
Yeah, all day, son. I got the scars to prove it. You know what I'm saying? That's that's you want to hear that story? Or you we back.
I want to know what happened. You the one that got shot.
Yeah. Yo, a bad judgment, bad day. You know what I'm saying? I picked a day to go see my connect. You know what I'm saying? And I never used to go just on a humbug, you know what I'm saying? And Jay had on Mad Jury, and it was just something for me to be like, yo, let's go stop by the connect and then go home. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I we go by the connect, and Jay had on all this jewelry and all this shit. And it's one of them situations, they set a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? When I left out the door from the connect, it was on. You know, some niggas, they had us locked in, right? And this story here is once niggas pulled out the hammer and was like, yo, y'all know what it is. The only thing that went through my mind, bro, is two things. If something happened to Jay, this nigga moms will never forgive me.
Mm.
She already told me that when he left town with me. She said, make sure my son is all right. Make sure he good. So that's a responsibility that I gotta hold down. This is all in the middle of a stick up, my nigga. You feel me? What's transpiring in my mind is to get this nigga out of here. And in all reality, and people see Marcy May, in all reality, even if something would have happened to Jay, my moms would have helped. My moms would have been like, whoa, what happened? You let that happen? So that's what kind of love nigga have for Jay. So when I push this nigga, the only thing I could do is push this nigga out the way and push him out the way and tell him to run and move. When I do that, homie put the hammer in my back and pull the trigger. That nigga ain't shoot me from a distance. This nigga put it in my back, right? I'm saying, and pull the trigger.
Let that bitch go.
Let it go. And when he pulled the trigger, his man ran. And then now me and him fighting for the gun. You feel what I'm saying? And Jay gone, you know what I mean? Me and homie fighting for the gun, you know what I'm saying? And from there on, I just put it in the Lord's hand. I let it go and ran, and he ain't shoot no more. I guess he was spooked too.
Okay.
When I got up with Jay was like, yo, I heard a shot go off. You good? He thought I was good because I ran to him and shit. I was like, yeah, I thought I was good. I was like, yo, I'm good because, you know what I'm saying? But I was out of breath.
Adrenaline.
I'm reaching around, like, but he hit me in my back with something. And then I'm like, nah, nigga, I put my hand in a hole back there. I put my finger in the hole. And it was over from there. But the only thing I'm saying is Jay got away. He got the jewels on, and I still got 600 grams in my pants. They ain't getting nothing. Feel me?
Niggas got a little bit of blood, that's all.
They ain't getting nothing. They wasn't getting nothing anyway, because end of the day, I had a bad month. I just got knocked off for 500 grams on the turnpike. So it was what I wasn't giving up. That was too much losses back there. But end of the day,
I ain't get to have fun in the 80s, you feel me? So all my kids watching and shit, y'all know what the fuck we mean, you feel me? This past shit. But look, I ain't get to play outside in the 80s. Y'all niggas wasn't strapped up or nothing.
Nah, see, that's why I explain to these young dudes, ain't no loyalty and love in this shit, bro. You let your guards down in this shit, it's the shit that can happen. This a connect I've been dealing with. You feel what I'm saying?
So you came in there like it was on some love shit.
And I came in there like, yo, it's always been good. You know what I'm saying? This particular time, nah. Bro.
So y'all, you chose to switch from, you feel me, the New York scenery, then y'all went down to Jersey, you feel me? And from Jersey, what you do? You set up shop down Jersey. Explain to us how Jay and them get with you, because y'all had a team down there. It was you, Jay, Panama, and Uncle Buzz, you feel me? How did y'all do all of that? How did they end up with you, or did you just go as a team?
Nah, my uncle was down there already. And my uncle was down there already. Like I said, fucking with Jose, shit got hot for me. My mom's just like, oh no, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And my coach was on my back too. I'm a good bull. I was patting that rock too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
really,
That's what they don't know.
My coach, I was patting that rock hard too. And my coach was like, yo, listen, it's an opportunity for you with this program down in Trenton. Trenton had a good basketball team. Them niggas had Steve Worthy, Mashburn, all them niggas was down that way. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. I have a choice anyway. My mom said I'm going. So I went down to Trenton. And little did I know, Trenton was like, and wow, that was like on steroids. That was something I never seen. Like, when I got to Trenton, it was a whole high school full of me. Nothing but hustlers.
Everybody getting money.
Yo, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I go to school on the first day, it's Porsches and Benzes and shit. And I say, yo, these niggas in New York sleeping on these niggas out of town. Yo, I'm like, wait, nah, niggas wearing that.
What race is it? Is all niggas? Is all black people?
Man, all black, man, all black. It's Spanish and ton, but everybody doing this is Reaganomics, my nigga. Yeah. Understand that. Everybody was eating. This is Reaganomics, man. We talking the 80s.
Yeah.
CIA was pushing that shit in.
Man, they said that and guns, right? Everything was just set up for niggas to either succeed or fail. That shit was put in front of niggas' face. So from Trenton though, y'all getting it out Trenton. How Jay and them get out Trenton?
I set it up. Yo, man, you see how Jay using that shit true? It's a paper route. It's a blueprint for me. You know what I'm saying? From the time I left New York, it's a blueprint for me. It's a blueprint on how I can go to another town, fit in, get accepted. You know what I'm saying? On no, not over takeover shit. On this nigga get money and he good with it, and everybody, he make money. He's an earner. And he good. It's not easy going OT because, you know what I'm saying? It's a blueprint you gotta have. Niggas gotta know real, recognize real no matter where you go. You know what I'm saying? So once I got to Trenton and laid down the blueprint, seeing everything what it was, my family was already organized there. By the time Jay and them came down, they couldn't wait to see Jay because I was already telling about, yo, my little brother, oh, you rap? Okay, all right. You rap too? All right. Wait till my little brother be down here. That's how you see that battle with Jay and Wise Intelligent. That's how you see that shit.
Vouch for it too. He vouched for it too. That's for all the people again. We're gonna do another plug for the DVD. Well, for the Amazon shit. Make sure y'all get it. You feel me? Because he vouched for that situation. Really did happen. You feel me? That's how he got word because Big Bro was plugging it. So again, like I said, I ain't got no horse in the race. So I'm just speaking facts.
That's what I'm saying, man. I saw a lot. The record, his music speak facts, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of facts in the music. So, it's co-signing. But man, it was already set up. It's just the blueprint. So when Jay came down, they was already waiting and shit. And then Panama, that's a crazy story with Panama. The story with Panama is, it's certain people that could come around you, and it's like God just placed them there. Because I can't tell you, Panama, I met him. My man introduced me to Panama, and that nigga never left. I can't, no bullshit. I don't know how that shit can happen. I truly, my man said, yo, this is my man Panama, and he wandered off somewhere, and Panama never left. You know what I'm saying?
He just became family.
He became family, yo. When I say family, and Trent, shit, I used to get put out the crib, and only they in the crib. My aunt's like, you ain't coming back. But hold on, Jay in Panama, I put, what the going? So when I say family, son, we family. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up, so we did what we did. I made things happen in Trenton, but you know, Trenton started going bad. Trenton started going bad for me, and you know, it's this gut feeling or something I be having about, you know, making choices in life, and sometimes and them shits be dead on.
Okay,
so
now
you
we
already
get into
know after Trenton.
Now we get into my home state, baby. We move on to Maryland. So you move on to Maryland, you feel me? We got DeHaven in Maryland. What y'all in up by fucking Annapolis, all of that type shit up there, right?
Yeah, we across the bridge. We crossed the bridge, bro. We crossed the Bay Bridge. Yeah.
Okay, so what the fuck? How the fuck you choose Maryland? And y'all was on some shit. I love the way, yo, New York niggas always been the funniest to me because y'all niggas have always set shop up in different parts of Maryland, you feel me? But y'all consider this slow and y'all fast speed up there, you feel me? But you realize, like everybody else realizes, money, niggas get money, they hustlers down here. So what made you choose Maryland out of all places? Is it just that whole being close to that whole area? You feel me? It's not that far from New York. We talking 3-4 hours, you feel me? But what made you choose Maryland?
Shit wasn't going right for me in Trenton. Like shit started going downhill. I seen two different choices I was gonna have. It was either my baby mama was gonna kill me or I was gonna kill her. That was like, that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? That's toxic and shit, you know what I'm saying? And nah, that's just joking because, you know, end of the day, those were the choices. And jail, man. Trenton was on the other side. Trenton was being corrupt. It was a lot of corruption in Trenton. I started catching too many cases, and then most of them was bogus. Like they actually had police that used to plant shit on you. You know what I'm saying? When that happened to me like twice in Trenton, I said, you know what, man, it's got to be a better way. And one of my homies and shit, rest in peace, man. One of my homies and shit was dipping every now and then into Maryland and shit. And he always would go down there and come right back. And be caked up, like a flip and came right back. And I'm like, yo, why you come back so fast? Like, why I just go down there for 2 days. He said, he didn't never have enough work. Like, only time he go down there, he dump it and he back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I need like, oh, what are you doing? So he took me down there one day. And when he took me down there, yo, I know you can understand because you know what them lines look like. You know what you know what them holes look like. You know what them lines look like, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know
we got T-lines out here, baby. T-lines.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this nigga pulled up and they turned the corner like we was the ice cream truck or some shit. They was like, oh, he here. They all ran to him, yo, and I'm looking like, what the fuck? And they like, yo, whoa. They all over him. So he walking off, taking care of business. And I'm just standing there. So niggas, you know how shit is. Them niggas is thirsty. They like, yo,
somebody
look,
gonna come to you.
Yo, you with him? Yeah, I'm with him. Yo, what you got?
What you got?
Like, what's up? they forcing it on me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking about crackheads, not no niggas. I'm talking about crackheads running to you, talking about, yo, son, I got two niggas around the corner, want a whole ounce. What?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you like, word? They said, yeah, he got the 1,400 on. 1,400? Like,
yeah, you in Maryland.
Yo.
So they getting a little bit of bread out there. Even their fiends is looking good.
Yo,
so
my nigga, no, the crackheads, they running sales and there's people that want ounces and they paying for it. What? Yo, once I seen that, I went around the corner to make that one sale and The nigga bought it. He came back 10 minutes later. That nigga slid, he slid me his number. He said, yo, homie, you don't never gotta fuck with nobody down here but me.